In a world full of takers, I'm done playing nice. Gave my heart to the wreckage, but they all roll the dice. Helping hands, they just miss, so I cut the string. Let them drown in the lessons, they don't want the sting. Let them die, let them burn. Watch the fire ignite. Let them go, let them burn. Watch the fire ignite. Let them go, let them learn on their own. You did what you had to, now let it be known. Stop feeling guilty, shine bright on your way. Those who belong will come back one day. Back one day. I've been full of the love and the nurture they seek, but tough love's a crown to the weak and the meek. Flip the switch, now I'm walking away from the grind. I'm paving my path, leave them lost if they're blind. It's not my job to carry, let them stand tall. Let them go, let them burn, watch the fire ignite. Let them go, let them learn on their own. You did what you had to, now let it be known. Stop feeling guilty, shine bright on your way. Those who belong will come back one day. It's my job to carry, let them stand tall. Let them go, let them learn on their own. You did what you had to, now let it be known. Stop feeling guilty, shine bright on your way. Those who belong will come back one day. So walk on by, let them face their own plight. This season's for you, go ahead, claim your life. Oh, 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 but you learn on their own, on their own. Go back one day. Oh, oh. One day. Let them go, let them go, let them learn on their own. You did what you had to, now let it be known. Stop feeling guilty, shine bright on your way. Those who belong will come back one day. Come back one day. Come back one day. One day.
Let them die, let them go, I'm breaking the chains. You wanted my help, but you can't stand the pain. Tough love's a lesson, but you call it disrespect. I'm done with your games, man, I'm taking my respect. It ain't my job to save you, you gotta learn your lane. So walk on by and let them learn the hard way. I'm not feeling guilty, I'm winning today. You had your chances, but now you're out of time. I'm rising above while you pay for your crime. You need me, but I'm just a mirror reflecting the truth, but your vision ain't clear. You say you don't need me, but you know that I'm right. While I'm paving my path, I'm focused on my light. Let them burn, watch them fall, this is their fight. So walk on by and let them learn the hard way. I'm not feeling guilty, I'm winning today. You had your chances, but now you're out of time. I'm rising above while you pay for your crime. You let them burn, watch them fall, this is their fight. So walk on by and let them learn the hard way. I'm not feeling guilty, I'm winning today. You had your chances, but now you're out of time. I'm rising above while you pay for your crime. It's my season to shine. No more looking back, I built my own throne, now I'm on the right track. It's my season to shine. No more looking back. I built my own throne, now I'm on the right track. So walk on by, let them learn the hard way. I'm not feeling guilty, I'm winning today. You had your chances, but now you're out of time. I'm rising above while you pay for your crime. It's my season to shine. No more looking back. No more looking back. I built my own the right track. It's my season to shine. No more looking back. No more looking back. No more looking back. I'm on the right track. It's my season to shine. Tech coach Ralph, tough as nails, no disguise. Pushing limits, yeah, he's that kind of guy. At first it's harsh, the rules feel like chains. But trust the process, there's sunshine in the rains. He cracks the whip, but it's all in love. Results shining bright like stars above. Tech coach Ralph, you light the way. Through sweat and tears, you help us play. With every lesson, we find our might. From morning grind to the stars at night. Days turn to weeks, skills sharp and fast. What once was a struggle now feels like a blast. Step by step, we rise and we glow. With Ralph in our corner, we're ready to show. Singing his praises, can't keep it inside. From hard ass to hero, he's our pride. Tech coach Ralph, you light the way. Through sweat and tears, you help us play. With every lesson, we find our might. From morning grind to the stars at night. So here's to Ralph, the coach we need in this game of growth. He plants the seed. So here's to Ralph, the coach we need in this game of growth. He plants the seed.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. How is everyone doing today? Hopefully everyone is doing well. If you hear some additional noise in the background, that's because they are outside having fun with the neighbors and all that, trick-or-treaters and all that good stuff. So I apologize if you hear a little bit of background music and background noise, but we don't miss. I want to say a big welcome in to all of my friends. What's up, Tech Pookie to Tech CEO? Your car. I got a song coming out for you soon, maybe tomorrow, maybe Saturday, but it's coming out for you. We got Darcel in the Darcel is here bright and early. I got your song lined up, ready to go. What's up? How you doing, Roxy? Roxy, you know what? I even have something for you as well. Yep. You know what? And your car asks, when is the album coming out? I'm going to name the album Tech Coach Ralph and Friends, those who hang out with me. I'm going to create a playlist for my friends where we will just be jamming away. We celebrate ourselves. We celebrate ourselves because guess what? If no one else gives you your flowers, you better give yourself your own flowers, all right? I appreciate you all. So let's get our party started for tonight. So welcome to the show. Tonight is Thursday, October 31st, 2024. Happy Halloween to those who celebrate Halloween, and to those who don't celebrate Halloween, well, not happy Halloween, I guess, But yeah, you know what? Give me a second. I gotta get them to turn this music down because I'm not trying to get YouTube to hit me with a Michael Jackson strike in the background. Give me a second. Got that taken care of. Yeah, can't be having Michael Jackson in the background because YouTube will strike you for Michael Jackson. They might not strike you for other people, but for Michael Jackson, they certainly will strike you. All right. So, anyways, let's get into our agenda for tonight. So we're going to be working on our Urban Dictionary of Economic Data. You know how we've been doing. Today we're going to be working more on the API than we're working on the front end. We have work to do, so we're gonna get to work, right? But first and foremost, I want to say a big thank you to all of the subscribers to the channel, those who are new, those who've been with me for a very, very long time, those who are very active in the chat, those who watch from the clouds, those who comment. I appreciate you all.
I appreciate you.
And a big salute to all of my tech savages out there. Shout out to the tech barbarians, the tech prodigy, the technical explorers. Shout out to all of you guys. And a big thank you to all of the tech mercenaries, those who support us on the YouTube side of the game.
We the best.
And as always, a big shout out and salute to all of the bag chasers out there.
Money.
And last but certainly not least, shout out to the tech pookies turned tech CEOs out there who are putting in the work every single day. No longer in wife beaters and khakis shorts, but now in suits and cigars and cognac. Shout out to all of the tech pookies, the tech CEOs out there.
Hey.
All right. So, and do me a big favor on your end. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know every time we go live and drop new content, as well as go to techcoachralph.dev, sign up for one-on-one coaching, as well as get exclusive content to help you level up in your tech and career game. All right, so let's jump into this live show schedule and pre-recorded show schedule real quick so that we can actually get to work for the night. All right, so real quick, Sunday afternoons, we have software explorations. We have our morning show. Sundays, we're working on DevOps. Morning shows, Mondays and Wednesdays, around 7:30 to 7:45 a.m. We review some news, and then we work on our mobile app, the time cost calculator. We're going to be pivoting to another app soon, but for now, we're still working on the time cost calculator. Tuesday nights, we have tech Q&A. Questions, you can call in. We had some amazing calls from Fanny P and from my guy, Rod Brown, aka Tech Daddy himself, called in. We had a great conversation. He also let us know that nobody likes Mitch, unfortunately. But guess what? I like my best friend, all right? Nobody but Tech Coach Ralph likes Mitch, all right? So I'm just saying. Shout out to my guy, Mitch. Thursdays, software explorations. We're working on our Urban Dictionary of Economic Data tonight. That's what we're doing. And then Saturday mornings, the show to end the week, we have the Men Lie, Women Lie, Numbers Manipulate Show. That is where we review the weekly economic numbers, the data. We're going to be looking over the JOLTS report, the job openings and labor turnover report. We're going to be looking at the unemployment rate. We're going to be looking at, what else? We're looking at a bunch of different reports. This is going to be a long Saturday, so you definitely want to tune in for that. So that's what we're going to be doing on Saturday. Remember to mention Mitch and your car, which I just did. So that is the live show schedules for the week. And then we jump into our pre-recorded content for the week. We have Mondays, Candid Conversations. Wednesdays, Software Explorations, Concept and Overviews. We spoke about Fibonacci sequence pointing yesterday for Scrum. And then Fridays, we have the Bug Bite. We're going to be looking at the I Love You worm. Which was anything but love, which was, attacking computers and stuff. That's going to be tomorrow. And throughout the week, we have shorts as well as clips from the Q&A show. And we're still working on getting more clips out there for you so that you can be well informed. All right. So that is all the stuff that we have for that's our shows. That's our shows. Right. And we're always looking to add more value. And it is quite possible. It is quite possible. If I can get my friends on board, my jiu-jitsu friends on board, I will try to go live this coming Sunday so that we can review my jiu-jitsu match from 2 weeks ago. Should have some time open up this coming Saturday or this coming Sunday for us to review that. So I will keep you posted. You will see the stream scheduled if I decide to do it. But that's the plan. That is the plan. All right. So let's jump into the chat real quick, and then we shall get to our first segment of work. All right. Let's see. Says, your car, let me get this off the screen. Your car says, you can't force me to listen to these songs by going live and then playing them. I just mute it until I see you come up. Your car, that is your prerogative. Like, I would never, ever force you to do anything. But if we want to talk about forcing, let's not talk about forcing people to do things. Let's not talk about forcing people to do things, all right? Darcel says, the coach we need. Roxy says, yummy. Ikar says, when is the cartoon coming out? The last song felt like the Smurfs cartoon was coming on. Your car, you don't listen to the music. What are you talking about? You don't listen to the music. It says, it's just thriller. Hey, all I know, YouTube does not like you listening to Michael Jackson. So I was like, you got to cut that off. We drink scotch and bourbon. No cognac. That's what text I wrote. I just can't get it right. I just can't get it right. Now here comes Mitch. He's been watching the whole time. We got my guy Mitch in the building. Take off the blazer. Loosen up the tie. Superman is alive. They said I lost my hunger. I'm starving again.
Hey.
I don't get it, but I'll give him the A anyways, all right? Shout out to my guy Mitch in the building. What's going on, Mitch?
I appreciate you.
All right, so here's the game plan for tonight. I'm going to give you a rundown what we're going to be working on, and then I will let you know the break schedule, all right? So, so we're going to be working on some endpoints for API. We're going to work on patch. We're going to work on put, and maybe we're work on delete. That way we have all, that should be the end, like that should set up all of our endpoints for our API, which then we can work on our front end where we can start implementing our, like how to add new quotes, how to delete quotes, how to update quotes. All right. So that is the plan for today. And then during our breaks, I'm actually going to slightly switch it. We're going to play Darcel's song on our first break, and then I'm going to share some thoughts on our second break, and then the last break some people were asking me how to get ideas to do projects to get practice and stuff like that. So I was going to share some ideas on that. But yeah, so then and then we'll see how we end the show, because I did come up with a special song today, yesterday, but we shall see. All right. So that's the plan. First break is Darcel's song. Second break, some thoughts that I have. third break, and those thoughts are based on the first two songs I played, and then the third break, how to get some project ideas so that you can start to level up and get better. Okay, and lastly, but certainly not least, your card says, if I was forcing it, if I was forcing it, I would still be a tech pookie. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. Oh my goodness. All right. So let's get to it tonight. So like I said, we're going to be working on our API methods. Let me start the first timer up so that I can start talking about this, right?
It's time to do.
All right, so what we've already done, and I was talking to some people like yesterday as well. I said like tune in because they were thinking about like how can I get some more experience like with JavaScript, with React and stuff like that. I'm like, well, you got to build something. Like the way you get more experience is to actually get your hands dirty and start building experience by doing something, right? Do something. So I'm going to mention like we're going to be working on our patch endpoint where like you can update a particular field but not everything. You're going to do put where you can just replace the whole thing, and then delete is to like get rid of something, right? But let's give a quick recap of where we started, right? So quick recap. I was doing on Mondays, we would review the numbers, like we would look at numbers to review as part of our news in the morning show. And then I said, you know what? I always talk about the numbers to review, but we never follow up. What about if we start going live Saturday mornings to actually investigate those numbers? And then I started needing a lot of notes to understand what the hell I was talking about. And I had this Google Doc. I'll even show you the Google Doc, right? It was quite annoying, right? So if we take a look at, this is our Google Doc, right? Where we were, and you can see it here, Urban Dictionary of Economic Data, where I'd have to search in here for like whatever I'm looking for. So let's say we look for GDP, right? And then we'd have to go and use the built-in search to look in here. If that's not what happened, just tell me what happened because I might be missing something. But so we're looking at here. I'm like, you know what? I hate using this Google Doc. And I said, what about if we actually build an app for our dictionary, right? So then I said, all right, let's, how can I build a dictionary app? So I went in, I Googled it, and I found this link. I found this link where it was like how to build a dictionary app in React, right? So yeah, yes, Mitch, please tell me how it went down. I don't want to take any of your credit, Mitch. But I'm pretty sure it was my idea to start going live on Saturdays. And then you guys, oh yeah, that's our favorite show. And I was like, all right, we'll keep the show. We'll keep the show, right? So we're looking at this, so I was like, all right, let's see how we can figure this out. So I followed this guide, and that's how you actually build experience. You find a guide, and then you start to code. That's it. You find a guide, and you start to build it, and you follow along, and then you start to branch off on yourself. You start to customize it for yourself, right? So, with that being said, so then like we started building, and now we're at today. We came up with this. We've been working on it for the past month and a half now. So now, if I search for jobs, right, it's going to find me all of the definitions, I guess, or details, economic data with the like, so monthly jobs report. So we click on that and it's going to give you the monthly jobs report. This is something we're going to be reviewing this coming Saturday. If we, back doesn't really work that well. All right. So if we go, so we look at, we're going to be looking at the JOLT as well, Job Openings and Labor Turnover Survey. And we have all the details, right? So, but now there's some stuff that we have in here. So now when it comes to like the patch, the put, the delete, things like that, there are some, like, as you can see here, right? These two are duplicates. So I want to delete one of them, but I'd have to go into the database to actually delete it. So we don't want to have to do it that way. I would want to either delete it from the API, eventually have something on the actual website, like an admin section in order to delete it. So that's why we have to build all these additional endpoints so that we don't have to go into the database, because no one, like, you're not supposed to be working on a database. You're supposed to have endpoints to be able to take care of these things, all right? So that's where we're at, and that's what we're going to be working on. But all of this whole entire idea, it originated from the morning show on Monday mornings, reviewing the numbers to review from LinkedIn, and then it led to us finding a project to do, because that's what us tech people do. We end up coming like, how can we make our lives easier, right? And this makes my life a lot easier, because I have something I can just look for. I can add new words for it. I can add new terms for it, and we're good to go. So that's one of the ways that, like, one of the next things I'm talking about is like how to get ideas. This is one of the ways that we got an idea to build all of this, and it just takes on a mind of its own. And like Yakar likes to say, the content creates more content on its own. Like we just keep working, and new things start to come. Just looking at this, Mitch and Yakar, what do you think if these bullet points end up being like dollar signs, right? Just saying. I'm just saying. I think it would be pretty cool if these to be like dollar signs, or gold coins, but whatever. All right. So with that being said, let's get to actually working on this thing, right? So on my notes, like I said, I have the patch, the put, the delete for our endpoints, and then eventually on the front end, after we're done with the back end, we want to have a page to add new terms. It should have a what you see is what you get editor, a WYSIWYG editor to add the definition, to add the examples, and to be able to add more than one example. But I think we are going to. I think the easiest one to do is going to be to do the delete, right? So, let's go and do this first, right? So let me show you the API first. So if we were to do, so you see, like, this is to add a new one. So if I was to do, let's say I just add a 1 on this one, right? And then we can, and now so we're going to add this. We're not going to be able to delete it yet. But after we add the endpoint to delete, we should be able to go in there and delete it, right? So we can like mess with this right now. You can give any suggestion you want. They will be documented, and they will be addressed at the appropriate time. All right. I can just add it. You can give your suggestions, and I would just add it to the backlog. And once we get to the stylistic changes, then it will be as nice as you want it to be. Right. All right. So this added it. Right. So it added it. Now, if I go over to here, and I search for goods, and you see the one that it just added right here. But we don't have a way to delete it right now, right? So if I go here, so this is what we're going to do. We're just going to take this ID that was created, and we are going to just add this right here, this ID to the glossary, and we're going to say delete. And once we do delete, it's going to fail because we don't have a delete method, right? So let's go to delete, and it says 404 not found, cannot delete, because it doesn't exist, right? So we are going to create the delete so that we can actually be able to delete words from our database, from our API, through the API. So we don't have to go into the actual Mongo Compass tool. All right. So let's get to it then. All right. So we are gonna go to the other screen, and we have this is the API project, Urban Dictionary Economic Data. This is the Docker file. It's running on Docker, which is very, very important for DevOps. We spent a good 2 months on Sundays working on Docker for DevOps. So very, very important if you're looking. I was talking to some people who are interested in DevOps as well, and cloud computing and all that good stuff. So that's very, very important as well. All right, so we are going to go into, and then we're also going to refactor this and clean this up and write some tests for this. But for the time being, because this is really an internal app for now, because it's to help me facilitate our Saturday morning shows. But we're gonna go to all right, so we're gonna go down over here. And let me see. We're gonna say app.delete. And I can just tab it and it's going to do all this. So API glossary ID, the same way as here. And this thing is so, let me close this over here. Let me close this down here as well. And we're going to say dictionary entry ID equals request parameter ID. So we can click tab. That's one of the things I like about WebStorm is that it completes most, like it has a good predictive text for you, and then you can always modify it as needed. And then we're gonna say, all right, how are we gonna do delete here? So we're gonna say, constant delete entry by ID equals await dictionary dot find by ID and delete. And then we're gonna pass in the dictionary entry ID, and then we're gonna execute that, right? And then we're going to say, send delete entry by ID. And let me see, how do I get a message to be sent with it? I think we could just do something like this. Let me see. Can I do this? Delete entry by ID has been successfully deleted. I think we can do that for now. Let's see. Invalid expected 0. Let me see how to. All right, let's do some research real quick. Let's go to, let me see if they have it in this one. Delete. They don't have it in, oh, do they? I don't see it in this one. All right. What is this? Mong Express API delete. So path and callback. We got all of that. Send delete request called. Let's see. Let me see. I think for now, let's just go like this. Just so we can test it out, right? We can always come back and update this a little bit later with the message. But let's just go to, let's go with this for now, right? And then we'll see what happens. So, do we have any, I don't think we have anything running. Let me see. Do we have anything running on port 3000? All right, let me open up a terminal real quick. Let's see. Let's see. Docker PS. We have this quotes thing on port 3500. And let me see, what do we have running here? Quotes. So what's running? Hold on a second. All right, I must have, all right, give me a second. I must have it running. Ah, okay, I see what's happening. So let's stop that. Okay, gotcha. That. All right, so let's go in here and let's start this up. Let me see, npm or probably node. This is going to be all right, just node start. All right, npm start. Npm start. Port 3000 in use. Oh, by who? All right, hold on. Who is port 3000 in use by? Let me see something. Let's see who's using port 3000. I don't see anybody using port 3000. Let me see. Mac kill process on port 3000. All right, we're going to kill whatever's running on port 3000, right? So it's going to be lsof-i tcp 3000. And it says that this thing is running on port 3000. Kill -9. Oops. And someone was asking me, like, how do I use Linux commands? Yesterday, I'm like, well, just go and use terminal and Google whatever it is you're trying to do, right? All right, so now if we go back over here, npm start. What? All right, that's not the one we wanted to do. I didn't even know this was open. All right, let's close this. Let's do npm. Yeah, all right, let's go here. So node main.js. All right, so now the API is up and running. So if we were to go to over here, and is this up and running? That is not up and running anymore. So let me open the project for the front end. New window. And let's do npm start. And yes. All right. Okay, so if we search for goods again, so we want to get rid of this one, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to go over here and we already have this saved, but we'll come back to it. I just want to do a get, right? Continue. And we should, the first thing is we should probably go back and update this, this return, not to return us the entire thing, but just return us the name and the IDs probably. But if we look at, if we find the one that has, I think it's goods one, maybe this one that we had just added right here, right? Probably also want to add the date and time that it was added as well. But let's just take this. This is what we had over here. When we go over here, remember it was not found before. It should knock on wood, delete now. So let's see. Okay, so it said it was successful, right? So now if we go back to over here, this should now disappear. It should now disappear. So if we search for goods again, and it's gone. It is gone. So we have our delete endpoint now in place. However, what happens if
Lunch break.
What happens if we were to change this to, let's say, an 8, something that doesn't exist, right? What happens? And we get a 200 OK, which just returns us I don't know what it returns us. Let me see. Returns us nothing, which I would probably, I don't know. Should we get a 404 not found, or should we just accept the 200 OK? I don't know. But we can figure that out later. But the good thing is that we're able to delete now from, so I think next we'll try deleting one of these over here. Let me see. Is there a difference? They're the same. All right, we'll delete one of them afterwards, right? So, but let's go to break. We are at break. Let me check the chat, and then we will celebrate. We'll shout out my guy Darcel. So, let's see what we have in the chat real quick. Let's see. All right. So first and foremost, we got me, Masify in the building. I watched your video today. I think it came out today, right? But I couldn't agree with you more. I think I left you a comment. I could not agree with you more on what you were saying. You gotta let people go. You gotta let people go because they will drag you down. All right. So totally agree with you, me, Masify. Mitch had said, all right. So Mitch had some controversy here. So he said that no, that's not what happened with the way that the Saturday morning show came about. I gave a really, really general summary because I wasn't going to go and spend the whole 2 hours talking about that. It says this guy loves taking all the credit. It's sick. I'm curious to know too, your car. How did it go down? It says we weren't even there. He was alone. It says not talking anymore. I'm done. Oh, that sucks. Your car says it was a manifestation of Ralph. Who came up with the name? I mean, I never took credit for the name. I'm just saying I never took credit for the name. I totally, I'll give that up to you, right? Mitch came up with the name. That is true. Yep. Your car says, I just changed the manipulate part. That is also true. Let's see. It says, Mitch, you are redshirted. I can't be redshirted. I just removed myself from the beep. Let's see. It says, don't ask me nothing. All you do is take credit anyways. I have a lot of suggestions about the landing page. I'm sure you do, and we'll get it all taken care of. As soon as we get the functionality out of the way, you guys can have at it however you guys want it to look. If you want it to be red and blue and doing backflips and stuff, you have it. Whatever you want, you got it, right? Just let's take care of the functionality, because as we're making improvements to the UI, we can actually be using the actual application so that we can continue to add value. But I totally agree with you. It does look like crap, but it's still functional, right? So we make it work and then we make it better. And your car says it's going to be like butter. Exactly. 100%.
We the best.
Says, and Mitch says, Then he will go on tour and say that he did everything himself. And Ralph. Well, you know what, Mitch? You know what, Mitch? I only have one thing to say to you about that. Don't threaten me with a good time. Don't threaten me with a good time. I mean, Mitch, where am I gonna go on tour to? From the studio to the porch? Like, I don't go anywhere. I don't go anywhere. And your guy says, wait, hold on. It says, exactly why we're not friends. I need a contract dealing with this guy.
Thank you for your patronage.
It says he wouldn't be one of those who writes a book by taking everyone else's info. You never know. You never know. Can we change copy to Millie and paste vanilla? It says, who are the other people, Yakar? I don't know. Let me erase those names. You notice how he has convenient amnesia? Which is on your case. You about to catch these hands. Oh, come on. Don't say that, Yakar. Don't say that. We can't have that. We can't have that. All right. Just saying. Like, it's too early in the show to catch these hands. All right. Mitch says he's starving again. You should go get some Golden Crust, Mitch. You should go get some Golden Crust. You know what? I remember one time we went to get some Golden Crust, right? Oxtail used to be like $10 to $13. The other day we went over there, like last year, and they were like $20 to $25 for a plate of oxtail. I was like, I really was like,
How dare you?
I just made a U-turn. Like, nah, I'm not paying $25 for your oxtail, for some pre-made oxtail. I'm like, nah, it's not happening. It's not happening. And it says, and now he's trying to flex that watch. Who is this guy? This is just a Samsung watch. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I think you're right there. So I think you're right. He should definitely have a Snickers, right? Mitch, you're just not yourself when you're hungry, right? You're just not yourself when you're hungry. I'm telling you, he starts acting like Michelle when he's hungry. We need Mitch back. We need Mitch back. That's it. Relax. You don't want this lyrical work. You know what, Darcel. We're about to give him some lyrical work in just a second. All right, we're about to give him some lyrical work in just a second. I got you. I told you, Darcel. And Darcel showed up early as well. So shout out to my Darcel. Darcel, we're about to jump into it. All right. Gar says, I'm too legit to. You got any Starburst? You like do you like the pink color? I actually like the banana now laters. I remember now laters from when I was in like 4th grade or something like that. It says, I've been running this channel so long, I'm getting tired. I'm tired, boss. I'm sorry, Mitch. I'm sorry. Darcel says, I got the goods. My daughter cleaned up. A 200 return will deliver an empty payload and say success. Yep. I'm not sure if like on the delete, because something I was thinking about your car is like when you return a not found, you're kind of letting them know that I don't know. Says the name is mine. I'll take the blame for that. All right. Stop the music. I still gotta go. I made the best oxtail. Shout out to the oxtail. All right, so it's time. The time has come. We are going to celebrate my guy, Darcel. All right, stand up for Darcel. Right? Stand up for Darcel. All right. We gotta stand up for Darcel. Right. I said it would happen, and here it is.
Our tails grinding day and night, never losing sight of every challenge faced. He's ready for the fight. From the warehouse hustle to the tech-savvy glow, in the cybersecurity realm, watch him steal the show. Stand up, stand tall, he's the one we adore. With love and support, he's ready to soar. Darcel, our hero shining bright like a star. From the warehouse to tech, you're gonna go far. Your love and your hustle inspire every heart. In this game of life, you're playing your part.
And it's live.
Online, try happiness his domain. Each lesson is a step, breaking every chain. He's a beacon of hope, always lifting us higher. With laughter and hard work, he'll reach his desire. We stand together, rooting for his success. Darcel, the father, you truly are the best. Darcel, our hero shining bright like a star. From the warehouse to tech, you're gonna go far. Your love and your hustle inspire every heart. In this game of life, you're playing your part. It's to you, Darcel, keep reaching your dreams. In the cybersecurity scene, you're our winning team. Darcel, our hero shining bright like a star. From the warehouse to tech, you're gonna go far. Your love and your hustle inspire every heart. In this game of life, you're playing your part. It's to you, Darcel, keep reaching your dreams. In the cybersecurity scene, you're our winning team. You're the winning team. Your love and your team. Your love and your hustle, inspiring every heart. In this game of life, you're playing your part. It's to you, Darcel, keep reaching your dreams. In the cybersecurity scene, you're our winning team. You're our winning team. Your love and your hustle inspire every heart. In this game of life, you're playing your part. You can review. Building skills online, try Hackney's his domain. Each lesson is a step, breaking every chain. He's a beacon of hope, always lifting us higher. With laughter and hard work, he'll reach his desire. We stand together, rooting for his success. Darcel, the father, you truly are the best. Darcel, in the winning scene, you're our winning team. Building skills online, try Hackney's his domain. Each lesson is a step, breaking every chain. He's a beacon of hope, always lifting us higher. With laughter and hard work, with laughter is higher. With laughter and hard work.
um, shout out to my guy Darcel. Every time I see his updates on LinkedIn, I'm like, man, this guy is working. This guy is working. I'm telling you, he has a family. He's working his regular job and he's studying every single day. Shout out to my guy Darcel. We celebrate you. So I set it for when the so your cards answer your question about the lights, right? When the music was playing, I had it set to go by the beat of the music, right? To go by the beat of the music, right? So, all right, let me check the chat before we get back to work. Let's check the chat before we get back to work, right? Let's see. Rich says, I still gotta go. Bitch, hey, your car. Bitch is like the type of person like, I'm leaving. I'm like, all right, well, thank you. I'm leaving now. I'm like, all right. Thank you for letting us know. I'm just kidding, Mitch. Don't go anywhere. I'm just kidding, Mitch. Don't go anywhere, right? The grocery stores are price gauging. They're price. Oh, I'm telling you, I hate when those grocery stores do that. It's like they're measuring the prices. Why would you measure prices, right? Why would you measure prices, right? Oh my goodness. Yakar says he's making his way downtown. And says, Darcel, he called you a Swiftie. Talk about the hate. Talk about the hate.
Do not come.
Telling you, Mitch. I'm telling you. Yakar's like, thank you, Boston. Thank you, Boston. Says, what they put in front of you is what they think of you. I think highly of my guy, Darcel. Maybe you don't, Mitch, but Darcel is on point. All right. So it's on point. Darcel is on point.
Let's get it.
And Tech Coach Ralph says, Mitch is hating because Darcel's song is better than his. You know what, Tech Coach Ralph? I agree. I agree with you, Tech Coach Ralph. Your card says we have Tech Coach Ralph merch in the back. That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get that merch sold. Get that merch sold. $20 Bud Light bottles. That's expensive Bud Light. That is expensive Bud Light. It says, I actually have the best one, but it's expected. Oh my goodness. Darcy says, I appreciate you. Don't make me cry. $25 Dos Equis. Good Lord, that's a lot of money. $35 margaritas. Oh my goodness. Man. I was about to make a joke, but it's better that I don't. It's better that I don't make that joke, all right? Mine has your feet tapping as soon as the beat hits. Is that right? Is that right, Mitch? Do your feet start tapping when you hear this? You know, I think you're right. My feet did start to tap. So you might be right. You might be right. All right. Darcel says the lights are fire. We just left the disco. 45 days, no days off. That's what I'm talking about. I meant to the Golden Cross weirdo. Oh, you got You know, I totally forgot that I said Golden Cross. I thought you were announced because you're like, I gotta go. You're like, I gotta go. I thought you were like announcing your departure. Like, people like, I don't like it here. I'm leaving. I'm like, all right. I'm just kidding, Mitch. Don't go anywhere, Mitch. You know what, Mitch? I'll send you a plate of the jerk chicken lunch special on me. You know, just let me know the Golden Crust in your area, and I'll have it ready for you for pickup. All right, I'm just saying, right? And I'll say it's for Mitch. It'll be the guy who walks in wearing boxing gloves and the face protection mask, like helmet, whatever they call it. It'll be that guy. Just look out for him. He'll be like probably jabbing and stuff like that. I'm gonna send it for you in order to show you how sorry I am for what I said. All right. Your car's like, I don't want to be here anymore.
I hate it here. I want to go home.
It's sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's like that. All right. But let's get back to work. All right. Let's get back to work. So let's go ahead and start our second segment of work.
Let's go! Let's go!
All right. So we implemented our delete, right? I'm gonna do one more search of this, and I want to delete. Let's go and delete this one right here. So when I go to our API again, I'm just gonna go and send that. We get delete 200. Okay. Headgear. Yep, that's what they call it. Headgear. Thank you, Yakar. Thank you, headgear. So this is deleted. And now if we go back over here, we search for goods again. Search, and it's cleaned up, right? Perfect. So that's what we wanted to do. So the delete is working fine. I'm still debating on deleting changing the error response, but for now, it's okay. What I'm gonna do is, here's what I'll do. I'm going to write a to-do in here so we can always come back to it. So when you do a to-do and we say, let me put it up here instead. Should we handle if the ID is not found, we should research this. It's not really important right now, but it's not really important right now, but something that we can consider in the future. Okay, so Mitch is saying, where were you trying to put the dollar sign? So it was more of a stylistic thing where over here you can change this bullet to be like whatever you want. That's just some CSS type stuff where you can put it as a dollar sign, you can put it as a check mark, you can put it as a coin, whatever you want it to be. Where it doesn't have to be like the standard bullet. It can be whatever stylistic thing. But I will leave those decisions to your car and to yourself. I care more about the backend functionality and making sure that things show up. But however you guys want it to look, that is totally up to you guys. We can make that happen. All right. Yeah, cool. So, but yeah, that's what I was referring to. So let's go here, and now we want to have a method. So we have our delete. Let's say we have a method for app dot. We already have our post. We should have one for. Do I want to do patch or put first? So when you do a patch, the theory behind the patch is you just need to update a field. Like you can update one field, and you don't have to send the whole thing over again. Then we'll do the patch first. Now, how do you do the patch? I do not remember in particular, but let me look at my other code to see how I did it in maybe here. Let's go to, all right, so let's go here, right? All right, so in this one, so for the patch, I said, all right, find the patch by the ID, and then we said, so there's a couple of fields that we want to add to this stuff, like adding the updated on and stuff like that. But that's not too critical to do right now. Let me see. How do we do this? So we said we have the ID. We have the body. Let body equals request body. And let me see. Try for. Okay, so we said in the request body, if property does not equals quote all of these, then just push list of properties, properties to check. Let's see. Let me see. List of properties, and then we said to where we actually send the request quote. All right, let's do a little bit of research now. Let's see. Express, send a patch. API request. How to use patch with Node, JS, and Express. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, I guess we could look at that, but it says, all right, post. Okay, let's go back real quick. Let's take a look at this one real quick. All right, so patch movies ID. Request. All right, so movie ID. Got that. Updates equals request body. Movie index, find index, movie ID equals, or movie.id equals movie. If movie index equals -1 404, if updated movie, what in the world? All right. Let's see. Extract movie ID from your parameter. We got that. Extract update data from request body. Okay. If the movies in the movie array based on the movie ID. All right. Update movie object using the spread operator. Send the updated movie as JSON response. Start the server. All right, yeah, whatever. All right, so let's do this. Let's go into here. Let's put in the request. Let's take one that's not too controversial. Let's go to get, and we'll go over here. Hello, Alexis. How are you doing tonight? All right. Alexis, did you miss Darcel's song? Did you miss Darcel's song? That's a shame. That's a shame that you missed Darcel's song. What? All right, hold on. Okay. So let's take a look at actually, I think there's something that we should do before that, because I don't think on the get request we need to be getting all of this. On the get all, we need to be getting all this data back, right? So let's do express or mongoose. No, that'd be express. Mongoose return certain fields. Return specific field. All right. So mongoose select all right. Mongoose find certain fields. So I think we want to use this one right here, and we only want to return. We only want to, that's not a good one. We only want to return the name and the ID. Or it should be an object. The ID field is always present unless you explicitly exclude it. To do so, using the dash syntax. Find, select. All right, so let's do this. I think we should take care of that part first, because we're getting a bunch of extra information that we don't really need on the get all endpoint. So let's go to here. And we can leave this here for now. It's not affecting anything, but I want to go to here and let's do find, select, and we'll say, what are the fields that they're called? They are, we only need the economic indicator. And we want the ID. I think that should be good enough. So let's stop that. Start again. Oh, come on. Hold on. Let me do this thing again. Nine. All right, let's go here. And if we, all right, so now we should only be returning the economic indicator and the ID. And if we go to here and we do a get all, it is still returning everything. Let's see why that is. The ID is always present. That's I'm trying to select only specific fields with let me see. Okay, so it might be using this right here.
I appreciate you.
I do appreciate you, but that's not what I meant to press, right? Let's go to, let's try this. Let's do name, ID, or economic indicator, ID, and might not need this one, but let's see. Seems that it's not working. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's see. It's gotta be one of these. All right, so if we say let's go like this. So if we were to go to try to get some different ways of doing this, so we have economic indicator 1, ID 1, and if I was to take, let's say we take this one as 0. And if we were to, let's say we take this out. Let's say we did that, right? And if we go back over here, still doing it. API. Let's see. Just want to clean it up. Let's see. ID select. Guess we could try that one too. Or if we go to trying different ways. Let's say we put this in here and we go here. Let's try that. Okay. Let's go to, still no. Why is that not taking? Let's see. Name one. Find. This is what I want. I wanted to do something like this. Why is that not taking? What if we do? We go here. We say fine, all right. And then we have this. We say maybe it's ID 0. Although I want the ID, we say economic indicator 1. And stop that. Enable that. ID still there. That's annoying. Let's see. Let's see. Finds or project fields to return from query. Should be pretty basic. All right, let's see. So find status A. No, not that. The operation correlates to a
Lunch
SQL
break.
statement.
Lunch break.
Select ID item. We'll come back to that. We will come back to that because I do want to get this cleaned up so that it can be a lot easier to look at. Because right now, when we go over here, it just shows us a bunch of stuff. And it's like way too much information. It's like messy. I just want a list of like, just give me the name and the ID, and then we can go from there. Maybe even the source of the data as well. Maybe these 3 fields: economic indicator, source of data, and the ID, and then we can go from there. But for now, we're gonna go to break. We are gonna go to break, and we'll figure this part out. All right. Yeah. So we have Alexis in the building. Let me see. Where's my hello message from Alexis? Way back. All right, there we go. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to you as well, Alexis. Happy Halloweens to you. All right, let me see. Let's check up with the chat real quick, and then we shall get into our next break time topic. Okay, so let's see. Your card helped me out. It says headgear is what they call it in boxing. That is totally correct. Let's see. Your card asks, you stand southpaw or orthodox, Mitch. Mitch says, I am not a lefty. So I'm guessing it's orthodox because that was not the question that your card asked you. And do you have to be a lefty to stand southpaw? Do you have to be a lefty to stand southpaw? I'm just wondering, right? So 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock. Let's see. Alexa just got back from trick-or-treating, so missed Darcel's song. Maybe we'll have it on repeat as we end the show. It's possible, but no promises. No promises, right? Let's see. Alexa says, getting red wine now, and you know what's next. Mitch says that he wants some, not the wine, the creme brulee. Mitch says he doesn't care about the wine. He's just here for the creme brulee. And Alexa says that Frasier is calling. You bet, if Frasier, and you guys be making fun of me. Frasier is calling. You better send it to voicemail. You better send Frasier to voicemail.
Do not come.
Oh my goodness. Alexa's in her happy place. That was the question, weirdo. No, the question is, do you stand southpaw or orthodox? Not if you're a lefty or a righty. Unless I'm mistaken, because I know mostly lefties stand southpaw, but does that mean that only lefties stand southpaw? I've seen people who go back and forth in their stance. Am I wrong? Am I mistaken? Yakar, did you ask him if he was a lefty or a righty, or did you ask him if he stands southpaw or orthodox? Correct me if I'm wrong, Yakar. Correct me if I'm wrong, all right? I'm just saying. And Mitch says that to Alexis that she did not miss anything. Alexis, Mitch is just hating because everyone likes Darcel's song way better than Mitch's song, all right?
Bruh.
Sorry. I'm not... Since do you speak for your car now? Do you speak for your car now? I was asking your car a question, and in his question, did he ask you if you stand orthodox or southpaw? You answered Mitch. This is what you answered, Mitch. This is what you answered. Your car says, Mitch, do you fight southpaw or orthodox? And you answered, I come from a middle class family. And your neighbors hated when people walked on their lawn. Just saying. Next thing you're gonna start saying is you had a third mother and a fourth mother and all this type of stuff, and they had a small business where they had a daycare and all this type of stuff. I'm just saying, Mitch. I'm just saying. All right. Anyways. All right. Anyways, let's go to our break topic, right? Because this is a very, very important, and it reminded me of me. It reminded me of me and what I always tell you guys. All right. So, free yourself. It is time to escape. Let's throw up a 5-minute timer on this one. It won't maybe not take that long, but here's the thing. I always tell you guys. You have to stand on your own too. You cannot bring. Do you know how heavy? Do you know how heavy it is to carry people on your back? And then you want the best for them. You want the best for people, right? And you're like trying to help them, trying to encourage them, trying to motivate them, and then they just look at you and they spit in your face. And this is grown people we're talking about. for some reason, you have this crazy care, this crazy affinity to help people out. And when you go out there to help them, they see it as that you're trying to control them or run their life or disrespect them or all this nonsense. And that's why I'd be like, man, I don't, I can't, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I say you have to take care of yourself, and those who are with you, they will follow. They will follow. They will show that they care. And I was having a conversation the other day, and one of the things that's most important is to be able to control your emotions. And whenever somebody tells me something that I immediately don't like, and I have a reaction to it right away, I have to I say to myself, like, well, I have to take a step back. I'm like, well, why is it that this is bothering you so much? And I have to look at it to like, if it's bothering me so much, is there something, am I seeing something the wrong way? Is it a me problem? Because especially when it's people who are trying to help you and stuff like that, I just have to take a step back and say, all right, am I not seeing something the right way? Why does this bother me? Because you know the saying, like, if it doesn't apply, then let it fly. So if something bites me, then maybe it does apply, and maybe I need to have a different perspective. But I think it takes a level of growth and maturity to see it that way, especially when it comes to people who they don't have to do anything for you. They don't have to care one bit for you, but they want the best for you. But then, and that's why I always tell Mitch this. I always tell your car this, like, you guys are so helpful. You guys will bend over backwards for people. And then the second that someone, and this goes for everybody, right? Though, like, you look and you say, oh man, I feel bad for this person. They could be doing so much better. They could be doing this. They can be doing that. Oh, let me try to help them. Let me try to give them let me try to give them a hand up. And then they're like, but they want to dictate the terms that you help them with. They will rob you dry. I tell like family and friends this all the time. They want your help on their conditions. They want to dictate the terms of you helping them. I'm like, that's why I'd be like, man, I don't go around people. I don't get involved in this type of stuff because it's not worth it to me. People end up thinking like they're like the ego. Like I remember Alexis was talking about this the other day. The ego that people have on themselves, where like, oh, who do you think you are? Well, you know what my answer normally is when people try to, like, I'm like, well, I don't know who I think I am, but one thing I know that I am not is not you. I know that I am not you, right? And then I keep it moving because I couldn't give two flying. And I always try to instill it into you guys. Focus on you. Those who rock with you, they're gonna rock with you. But you try to go out of your way to help somebody. You try to go out of your way to help somebody. They'll leave you in a ditch. They will leave you in a ditch the second that they have a chance. That's why I just be.
Get a move on. Back to work. Chop, chop. Let's go. Come on. Get a move on. Back to work. Back to work. Back to work.
I like to hang out with winners, to be honest with you, because winners will encourage other people to win. And then there's like the people who they want you for what you can do for them, but they're not like But the second like you try to say, hey, this is what you need to do. This is where you're at. Like when the second you're honest with them, the second that you're honest with them, you say this is where you're at. You're not where you're supposed to be. They start looking at you like who do you think you are? And they're like,
How dare you?
so I'd be like, walk away. Focus on you winning. Focus on you winning. That's what I see. Free yourself. Escape. Go out there and be successful. Go out there and win. And be careful who you want to be friends with. Be careful who you want to be friends with. Why? Like, and that's why Mitch is my best friend. Because Mitch is good. We hang out, we have fun, we have productive conversations. And it's not like, I mean, I know Mitch is gonna say, oh, you can't, I'm leaving. You're not gonna talk to me like that. But it's all fun and games. It's all fun and games. But it's not like, you can't tell me that I'm this, I'm that. I'm like, you're good. I'm good. But if you're not good, I'm going to tell you that you're not good. And now if you're offended by it, then
it doesn't matter what you think.
Anyways, that is my thoughts. It's just like, this does not happen to me, but it's things that I see. Conversations that I hear, whether it's like people that I know like one-on-one or things that I see that I'm like, why do you put yourselves in these positions? Like, why do we have to continue to put ourselves in these positions? Undue stress, money that's wasted. Money that's wasted on people who don't care. Spend it on something like, go buy yourself something. Like, if you're gonna waste the money, just waste it on yourself. Like if you're gonna waste the time, waste it on yourself on something that you enjoy doing. That's my thoughts on it. I don't know. It doesn't sound nice, but honestly, like the things that come out of like trying to deal with people who don't care, to me, it's not worth it at all. It's not worth it at all. Anyways, that's my thought. I just wanted to share that. Let me see. Let's check the chat real quick, and then we will get back to our last segment, which says Ralph tells me that, and like as much as we joke and stuff, that I mean that 150,000%. Don't kill yourself over these people, Mitch. Don't kill who's your people? Who's your representation? The person you see in the mirror. In the mirror, that's your people. Your representation is the person that you see in the mirror, because don't let anybody else speak for you. Don't let anybody else represent you. Don't let anybody else speak for you. But it's funny, I always say how we became cool through a debate. All right, but I gotta tell you the truth. That debate was set up. That was a setup debate. Just to introduce me to the platform, to be honest with you. But it worked out well. You better thank a union member. All right, let's get to our last segment of the show. Alexa says, winners over here love it. It's only like, honestly, like people who hang with me, people who work with me, people who I coach, I'm going to instill that winning mentality. And sometimes Alexis, it might be kicking and screaming, but you are, I like, if no one else believes in you, you know that I will always believe in you. And even if it's kicking and screaming, you are going to come along and you're going to do some amazing, amazing things. All right. I'm just saying, like, I do not doubt any of the people that I work with. I'm like, you can do it. Some people, they end up quitting because they don't want to do it. But I know if you work with me, you're going to be able to do it. All right. Okay. Let's do this last segment real quick, because I really want to figure this out. It'll be helpful. It'll be helpful in the API call. So
It's time to do.
You better thank him, Mitch. All right. So what we're trying to do is, I don't know why this isn't working right. It should be like very basic. let's go to over here. This should be so basic to work. I don't know why it's not working. Let's see here. Get API glossary. I did it on another project. Let me see something on the other project. Let's go over here. Let's go to let me see, where did I do this in here? It was on a go dot find projection stat. I did it right here. So find by and then ID and then projection and then exec. All right, let's try that. Let's try that. Find by or find hold on. That was for get by ID. So if we had the get in general, it would be find dot query. So that's select and then args, status, author, tags, added on source. I don't think we need the request.query in there. So that should have worked. Okay, so let's see what's going on then. Find. So find and then, so find is by itself, right? Let's take this, find is by itself. We can leave that in there. Let's take this projection off. And then let's do select. And then in the select, we're gonna do this right here for the args. And we're gonna say economic indicator. And then we're gonna do ID. And if we were to stop that, start over again. And if we go over here, let's see. What? All right, let me just see something. If I stop this, and if I send this, I shouldn't get anything. All right, so that's not working. All right, cool. So now, if I start that, and I send this again, I don't see why that's returning this to me. Let's see. Probably something super simple as well. Probably something very basic that I'm missing. Await quotes model. Await dictionary find. And should be super basic. Okay. Let me go to So if we go here, right? That's so weird. All right, so let's continue to research here because it's so basic. Returning specific fields with Mongoose. So we have that. We have that. So, find one, select all of these. Alternative syntax select. This is exactly what it should be. On find. Find. This is find one. Let's see. Send. You could do a find in combination with a select call after creating and inserting a new record, but that would result in one extra DB query for each insert, which doesn't make a lot of sense. No, not that. Let's see. So basic. To filter properties, you can use select function. The select function allows you to select fields you wish to return. Select name and age. That's exactly what we have. We have. Mongoose is returning all fields when selecting. Let me see. So find, select. Whoa. You know what, Mitch? I thought the same thing too, but I was totally wrong. I was totally wrong. Find first last. Mongoose 4.0. How long is this written? This is 2019. Let's see. Mongoose returns subdocument. Select method does not return the include field. Let's see. Select username, excluding a certain field. Always remove a certain field. That's so weird. You know what? Sometimes it might just be a stupid. See something. Hate to think it's that, but it's not taken. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, you know, I'm gonna do something weird. Postman. Something doesn't feel right. Let's go to localhost 3000 API glossary. see. So everything is showing up here, but why? That doesn't make any sense. I'm specifying only these fields. That's it. Could it be? Let's see. Wait. Find. Dictionary find. Let's try this. What if we try just this by itself, right? And we say, stop that, start that, and we go here, and we send, see, it's still showing everything. It doesn't make any sense to me why it's doing that. Even after, all right, there you go. The mongoose returning all fields even after selecting. All right. So if mongoose returning all fields even after using select, there are a few things to check. Model.find select exec. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Maybe we need to throw out an exec on there. I think that might be it, actually. We don't have an exec on there, right? So let's see. Dot exec. That might be it, actually. Check mongoose version. Recheck the mongoose version. Mongoose 8.6. That seems pretty new, I guess. Let's go to the package JSON. Mongoose 8.1. So the mongoose we're using in our project is even newer than from the other project. Let's see. So if we go to, let's say we do exact, and then we do results and enter. Let's say we were to do I don't know if that's right. Let's say if else. Let's see what this does. Oh, let's see what this does. Not too sure about this one. Let's go here. Let's go. But I'll tell you this though, the IDEs do make it a little bit easier to figure this stuff out. They did not used to do that for you before. All right, so let's go here. Still the same thing. Let me see. It doesn't change anything actually. That did nothing. I go just with the ID. Let's stop that. Start that. We go here. I don't know. This is weird. I don't know why that's not working. Let's see. What if we were to try dash economic indicator? And we stop that, just trying different things until we get a good understanding of why this is happening. Oops, let's go here. See, it's still taking everything. That doesn't make any sense to me. Economic. Oh, I saw indication. That's not right. But let's try that again. Control C, start that over. Yeah, I don't know. This is so weird. Like, it shouldn't be showing this up over here. I have to investigate that. And then probably next week we'll just continue working on this because I don't know what's going on with that, but whatever. Let's put a to-do in here. Let me undo all this stuff. Because apparently none of that actually worked. Let me see if I say, let's try that. I don't know. It's like feels cached or something. Should just be as simple as just dropping it in there and get rid of it. So I'm gonna put a to-do on here. To-do, investigate why the select isn't working, or the projection at that. Why select and projection isn't working. All right. I wonder if I was to do that and then let's say we did, just for fun, we said to just curious what's gonna happen with this. Control C. And if we were to go over here and we take this ID and we put it here, couldn't get a response, eh? Find by ID. Okay, that's fair. Let's say we do dot select, and we said
Lunch break! Lunch break!
I'm just curious. I'm just trying to troubleshoot why this thing is acting so weird. Go back over here. And we go back over here. Oh, look at that. So it took off the economic indicator on this one, right? But on the other, it's so stupid sometimes. All right. So find by ID, select, it took off the economic indicator. But if we go over here, it's gonna have it there. So, so stupid. Let me try my lat. All right, very last thing we're gonna try. So this one, we don't need this here. But on this one, we say we have that here, and then exec. Let's see what happens. So now if we go back over, I'm showing the wrong thing. If we go back over here and we go to here. No. All right, that's fine. That is fine. We will investigate this a little bit more to see why it's hating on us. But it's all good. It is all good for now. Wait, yeah. Await, find, select, economic indicator, exact, whatever. Let's wrap that up. We'll do some more investigation on that. We'll get that to work. So it works when you do it but find by one ID, but it's not doing it when it does a general find. It is what it is. We will pick it up next week. We're at least we can delete. We'll pick this up next week to make the get all a little bit cleaner, and then we will do our put and our patch, and we should be done with our API for the time being. We do have some additional stuff to do in the future for the API, but for the time being, it should work just fine. All right. Let's wrap up the show with this. So, final thoughts on generating project ideas, because this is a question that I get so many times from people, and I'll probably do a exclusive Patreon video on this, on like how you can actually get some more ideas and how to actually get started. But something I told somebody yesterday is, you're like, oh, like, how do I get some more practice, some more experience? I said, honestly, you just have to like find something that interests you and build something around that. And you can see it with this project in particular, because we wanted to get some additional, we wanted to have a way to look up this data that we use, like these definitions, in a simple way to understand, that we use every single week. And I just like, well, why don't we just build some app around it? And now it's kind of took on a life of its own, where this past Sunday, we were starting to set up Google Firebase in order to deploy our app. Like we built the Docker file for it and everything like that. So now it's going to be online where people can be able to use it at some point. But it's just finding the most basic thing that's going to help you, and then you start to build it. Right. Same with the time cost calculator. Building a mobile app. I was going to build it for something else. And I'm like, oh, why not build a time cost calculator? And that became a whole year-long project that we're going to be pushing, which we got into both app stores. We're going to be releasing another iteration of it as well, with the new features that Yakar had mentioned, that he had suggested. I remember somebody that I was coaching, or somebody that I'm coaching, they asked me, like, what does it take to, like, how hard would it be to build an app? I'm like, it would be very hard. So what? Like, the question should never be, how hard would it be to do this? The question should be, okay, what is it going to take for us to do it, right? What is it going to take for us to make it happen? And I'm like, all right, well, this is, and now they've been on a journey getting more familiar with product ownership, project management. They're already familiar with QA now, different technologies, but you never ask, how hard is it to do it? Or how do I get started? The answer to how to get started is you get started. And you do your first Google search and you see what you need. You download your IDEs or whatever it is that you need to do it, right? A lot of times we have this analysis paralysis, and we need to let that go. Yo,
the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
The best way to get started is you go into your IDE, you do File, New Project, you give it the name of the project, and then you do Hello World. And after you do Hello World, you go to the next step. You say, all right, find out something that interests you. I'll give you an example for Mitch, right? I can tell that Mitch likes boxing. If I was Mitch and I wanted to build, let's say, a web application, I would build some, and Mitch is a data person as well. I would build some type of app that tracks something that has to do with boxing. You know, let's say Mitch watches a lot of boxing. I could build some type of web application where I could review boxers' fights because it's something that would interest me if I were Mitch, right? Where I would say like this fight went 8 rounds, knockout, and this is what I noticed. I can even add. I can even make it where I can update it in real time. Right? I can even do it something like this, right? Using the X API as I am adding new comments, or like if I'm watching a fight, right? A fight night, and as I'm watching the fights and I'm posting onto my application, it's automatically posting to all of my social media sites. So it's connecting to all. It's connecting. So now you get experience using APIs. You get experience building a web application. You're connecting to the social media APIs. And as I'm posting, like, okay, so my analysis of the first round. This is what I have the score as. This is the things that I saw. These are like just my observations. And then when I post it, it's posted to all my different social medias, and then I can interact that way. You know, so to me, it really doesn't matter if if other people are going to use it or not, because it's a way for me to build experience, and it's a way to help me. It's a way to help me, and it's something that I enjoy doing. Right. So the way you generate project ideas is to just find something that you like to do and build something around it. If you like watching TV, maybe you like Chicago PD, right? Build something around Chicago PD. Something that it's going to motivate you to continue to work on it and go from there. Right? Anyways, that is all that we have for tonight. Hopefully that little bit was helpful and informative. You know, a lot of people, they want to do things, but they don't know how to get started. You know, to get started, you create the project in your software, and you just do the basics and find a guide that'll help you move it along, just like we do here. If you go back and watch the past like 6 to 8 weeks of building out our dictionary, we've learned a lot and we've made a lot of improvements. It just hit me one day, hey, we should do this. And then we did it, right? We should do it. And then we do it. We decided, hey, we should do this. And then we do it. Simple as that. That's how you build experience. That's how you work on your own projects. And then you put them out there for people to criticize and say how much it sucks. But guess what? You did it and they did not. With that being said, we're going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me check the chat real quick to see if there's anything that I'm missing. Let me see. Let's see. Let's see. So, Mitch was asking Alexis if she's a vegan. Alexis said not anymore. Mitch says that 2 months ago that she was a vegan. I don't remember that. 2 months ago. It started again this year, but creme brulee is not vegan. I think some of the vegetarian foods and the vegan foods, sometimes like they are way unhealthier than anything else, right? Says, I know that's why I asked. I was just thinking about it, but Oreos are vegan. I thought Oreos had milk, but apparently it's a lot worse than I thought. Let's see. It has some artificial flavoring. It does some processed crap. No, you're right. It has a lot of processed crap in it. Let's see. No, you're right. You're right, Alexis. Who saw beauty in black? I have no idea what that is or what that means. Alexis, happy that we agreed. And it says fight, fight. All right, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you had an amazing. Here comes the money. Oh, didn't want to do that one. Hopefully you guys had an amazing night. Let me see. And the question that I have for you, after all this work, after all this fun, after all this amazing music, we're gonna get some more of course, right? The question for you.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
I had a absolutely phenomenal time hanging out with you guys, my friends, especially my best friend in the whole wide world, Mitch, as always. But you guys know that yesterday's price is not today's price. Today's price is certainly not tomorrow's price, because
one more thing. Price of the brick going up.
There we go. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Hopefully you had a great time. But we're gonna wrap it up. And let me see. Do I have this on? Oh, do I have it? Hold on. Let me make sure I have it. Oh, give me a second. Forgot to send it my way. Hold on. As we wrap it up, I got a special song. Let me go like this. You're about to get it. You're about to get the music. Don't worry. I got you. See, I told you it would grow on you. I told you it would grow on you. All right. Let's do it like that. I got music for you. Okay. Let's go like that. Just get it. What? We're not friends, Mitch. Why do you gotta be like that? Why do you gotta be so rude? Why do you have to be so rude, Mitch? I thought we were best of friends in the whole wide world. All right. Okay. Was not as prepared I should be. All right, cool. There we go. We are about to do it. All right. We're about to do it. So as we wrap it up to my dear friend and nurse, Roxy. I was thinking about you too.
Roxy and the scrubs, always shining bright. Caring hands and a heart, bringing hope to the night. She's a beacon of joy when she's in the room, healing the world, turning sorrow to gloom. Roxy, our hero, we sing your name. Oh, Roxy, we celebrate you today. With love and support, you lead the way. In every heartbeat, we lift you up strong. Your caring nature is where we belong. With every patient, you're lifting us higher. Your kindness ignites a passionate fire. Through long nights and struggles, you never lose grip. Nurse of the world, you're our guiding ship. Always in our hearts, your spirit won't tire. Oh, Roxy, we celebrate you today. With love and support, you lead the way. In every heartbeat, we lift you up strong. Your caring nature is where we belong. Always in our hero, we sing your nerve cheer. In every moment, you are always near. Oh, Roxy. heartbeat, we lift you up strong. Your caring nature is where we belong. To Roxy, our strength, forever we cheer. In every moment, you are always near. You are Roxy, we celebrate you today. Love and support, you lead the way. In every heartbeat, we lift you up strong. Your caring nature is where we belong. Your caring nature is where we belong. To Roxy, our strength, forever we cheer. In every moment, you are always near. To Roxy, our strength, forever we cheer. In every moment, you are always near. You lead the way. You lead the way.
What you confused about, Mitch? Mitch, what are you confused about? It is my pleasure, Roxy. You are such a great, supportive person, and we appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
All right, Alexis, since you were out trick-or-treating and you made it in late, I'm going to play Darcel's song one more time for you.
Our tails grinding day and night, never losing sight. With every challenge faced, he's ready for the fight. From the warehouse hustle to the tech-savvy glow, in the cybersecurity realm, watch him steal the show. Stand up, stand tall, he's the one we adore. With love and support, he's ready to soar. Darcel, our hero shining bright like a star. From the warehouse to tech, you're gonna go far. Your love and your hustle inspire every heart. In this game of life, you're playing your part. Building skills online, try hack me's his domain. Each lesson is a step, breaking every chain. He's a beacon of hope, always lifting us higher. With laughter and hard work, he'll reach his desire. We stand together, rooting for his success. Darcel, the father, you truly are the best. Darcel, our hero shining bright like a star. From the warehouse to tech, you're gonna go far. Your love and your hustle inspire every heart. In this game of life, you're playing your part. It's to you, Darcel, keep reaching your dreams. In the cybersecurity scene, you're our winning team. Darcel, our hero shining bright like a star. From the warehouse to tech, you're gonna go far. Your love and your hustle inspire every heart. In this game of life, you're playing your part. It's you, Darcel. Keep reaching your dreams. In the cybersecurity scene, you're our winning team. You're the winning team. Your love and your team. Your love and your hustle, inspiring every heart. In this game of life, you're playing your part. It's you, Darcel, keep reaching your dreams. In the cybersecurity scene, you're our winning team. You're our winning team. Your love and your hustle inspire every heart. In this game of life, you're playing your part. You can review. Building skills online, try hack me's his domain. Each lesson is a step, breaking every chain. He's a beacon of hope, always lifting us higher. With laughter and hard work, he'll reach his desire. We stand together, rooting for his success. Darcel, the father, you truly are the best. needs his domain. Each lesson is a step, breaking every chain. He's a beacon of hope, always lifting us higher. With laughter and hard work, with laughter is higher. With laughter and hard work.
All right, last song. We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up with Mitch's song because he's feeling some type of way. All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yo, my boy Mitch, we don't always see eye to eye, but in the ring of life, he's my ride or die. Throwing shade with his threats, catch his hands and shouts. But trust me, it's love he's packing, not just about. We banter like kings, no one's backing down. Throwing punches, but it's all from the heart. In this crazy world, we're always a team. Best friends forever, with the shared dream. Mitch and me, man, we're living the theme. We chop up the data, make those numbers dance. Talking tech battles, man, we take our stance. Chicago PD, yeah, we're the squad on the lane. Fighting like Ricky and Cal, bringing glory and pain. But win or lose, we're never apart. Throwing punches, but it's all from the heart. In this crazy world, we're always a team. Best friends forever, with the shared dream. Mitch and me, man, we're living the theme. So here's to us, a bond that won't fade. In the ring of the streets, we've got it made.
Have an amazing, amazing night. I will see you guys Saturday morning. Remember, we have the bug bite tomorrow, where we are going to be talking about the I love you worm. Aww. But I am out of here. You guys have an amazing night. You guys say bye to Mitch as well. Good night, Mitch. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you, all of you guys, for hanging out with us. This is Tech Coach Ralph. We are out.
Tech Coach Ralph, tough as nails, no disguise. Pushing limits, yeah, he's that kind of guy. At first it's harsh, the rules feel like chains. But trust the process, there's sunshine in the rains. He cracks the whip, but it's all in love. Results shining bright like stars above. Tech Coach Ralph, you light the way. Through sweat and tears, you help us play. With every lesson, we find our might. From morning grind to the stars at night. Days turn to weeks, skills sharp and fast. What once was a struggle now feels like a blast. Step by step, we rise and we glow. With Ralph in our corner, we're ready to show. Singing his praises, can't keep it inside. From hard ass to hero, he's our pride. Tech Coach Ralph, you light the way. Through sweat and tears, you help us play. With every lesson, we find our might. From morning grind to the stars at night. So here's to Ralph, the coach we need in this game of growth. He plants the seed. Now here's to Ralph, the coach we need in this game of growth. He plants the seed. Let them die, let them go, I'm breaking the chains. You wanted my help, but you can't stand the pain. Tough love's a lesson, but you call it disrespect. I'm done with your games, man, I'm taking my respect. It ain't my job to save you, you gotta learn your lane. So walk on by and let them learn the hard way. I'm not feeling guilty, I'm winning today. You had your chances, but now you're out of time. I'm rising above while you pay for your crime. You need me, but I'm just a mirror reflecting the truth, but your vision ain't clear. You say you don't need me, but you know that I'm right. While I'm paving my path, I'm focused on my light. Let them burn, watch them fall, this is their fight. So walk on by and let them learn the hard way. I'm not feeling guilty, I'm winning today. You had your chances, but now you're out of time. I'm rising above while you pay for your crime. You let them burn, watch them fall, this is their fight. So walk on by and let them learn the hard way. I'm not feeling guilty, I'm winning today. You had your chances, but now you're out of time. I'm rising above while you pay for your crime. It's my season to shine. No more looking back, I built my own throne, now I'm on the right track. Season to shine. No more looking back, I built my own throne, now I'm on the right track. So walk on by, let them learn the hard way. I'm not feeling guilty, I'm winning today. You had your chances, but now you're out of time. I'm rising above while you pay for your crime. It's my season to shine. No more looking back, no more looking back. I built my own the right track. It's my season to shine. No more looking back, no more looking back. No more looking back. I'm on the right track. It's my season to shine.